Picture this. An 11-year-old kid is sitting in a classroom for gifted children in Pyongyang. He's staring at a notebook, writing out a solution to a complex C++ coding problem. In 8 years, he will graduate as a highly trained military hacker. In 15 years, he's going to steal someone's life savings. And with that exact money, Kim Jong-un is going to successfully build nuclear warheads. Honestly, it sounds like the plot of a 3-hour Christopher Nolan epic starring Leo DiCaprio. But this isn't Hollywood. There are no special effects here. And the ending, to be totally real with you, is pretty grim. Today I'll break down the wildest heist in the past 10 years. I'm going to show you how a very poor country using outdated internet managed to steal $7 billion in crypto and how they are literally funding a nuclear weapon program with it. I have just started my English-speaking YouTube channel, but I already have a lot of experience in crypto and content creation. If you're interested, you can check it out. I'll leave a link to my main channel in the description. Even after 2 years living in the US, Michigan, I didn't manage to fully master English, but most people in Michigan understood me. So I'm counting on your support. Smash that like button right now, because today's video is going to blow your mind. And make sure you're subscribed to my X and this channel, because by the end of this video, you're going to look at the digital world completely differently. Let's go. When you think of North Korea, what comes to mind? Probably Kim Jong-un memes super poor and rockets getting fired randomly into the ocean, right? Forget that. In 2025 alone, their hackers stole over $2 billion in crypto. That is 76% of all crypto thefts globally. Let's that sink in. 3 out of every $4 stolen in crypto last year went straight to Pyongyang. The entire rest of the global cybercrime syndicate is a pathetic fraction compared to what one isolated country with a population of 25 million and an average salary of $30 a month is pulling off. A third of the country's entire foreign currency revenue stolen crypto. Half of their nuclear missile program paid with stolen crypto. This isn't a side hustle, guys. This is a state-run business model. So, how does this actually work, and where do these hackers even come from? Inside North Korea, there is a division called Bureau 121. It was created in 1998, and it reports directly to their military intelligence. Back in 2013, Kim Jong-un personally referred to cyber warfare alongside nuclear weapons and missiles as his almighty sword. Now let's talk about how they forge that sword. Every province in North Korea has elite middle schools for gifted kids. When a boy turns 11, he takes intense math and logic tests. If he ranks in the top 50 nationwide, he gets drafted and sent to Pyongyang to attend Kamsong School number 1. There, 60% of the curriculum is strictly computer science. We are talking coding, cryptography, Linux, network architecture, and squeezed right in between those classes are portraits of the supreme leader. After high school, the best of the best go to Kim Chaek University of Technology. That is 5 more years of hyper-specialized training. Then comes the final stage, a military academy where they are trained in hacking, spying, and electronic warfare. By the time he is 24, a village prodigy has been transformed into a world-class state-sponsored military hacker. About 1 of 4 graduates is sent straight to Bureau 121. You need to wrap your head around this. These aren't some script kiddies who watched a YouTube bootcamp and decided to hack an exchange. These are military officers that a government has trained for 15 straight years specifically to target you and your wallet. And their reward? Their families get a prime apartment in central Pyongyang, premium food rations, and access to imported goods. By North Korean standards, they are treated like rich people. The deal is simple. You give the state your brain, and the state feeds your family. But here's the crazy part. The hackers aren't physically located inside North Korea. the internet there is locked down, controlled entirely by the government through the one provider. So Bureau 121 deploys its operators abroad. They send them to Shenyang and Dandong in China and a couple of cities in Russia, Minsk, Kuala Lumpur. They use fake IDs. They pose as freelance IT guys, remote devs or students. They live in hotels owned by joint Chinese-Korean shell companies, and they work around the clock in 2 shifts. Almost everything they earn goes straight to the regime, while their families are basically kept as hostages back home to make sure they don't escape. You've probably heard of the Lazarus Group. That is just the public wrapper. The name the FBI and journalists use. This is not a basement hacker ring. This is a multi-story government corporation. They have HR, KPIs, career leaders, and an internal CRM. Now, let's look at their track record over the last 10 years. And warning, it's absolutely brutal. 2014, Sony Pictures. Hollywood is getting ready to drop a comedy called The Interview, where the journalists assassinate Kim Jong-un. 3 months before the premiere, Sony's entire internal network gets hijacked. Emails, personal data and unreleased movies are leaked to the public. Kim personally greenlit the attack. This was the first massive wake-up call. 2016, Bangladesh Central Bank. Lazarus infiltrates the SWIFT banking system using a single phishing email sent to an employee. Once inside, they fire off 35 transfer requests to drain funds straight out of the New York Federal Reserve. The target? $1 billion. Imagine that, $1 billion about to be wired to Pyongyang overnight, but a clerk in Manila notices a spelling error in one of the instructions. Just a small error. The remaining 30 transactions get flagged and blocked. Lazarus walked away with 81 million, but nearly $1 billion was saved by a single misspelled word. 2017, WannaCry. A ransomware worm paralyzes 200,000 computers across the 150 countries in just 24 hours. The UK's healthcare system collapses. Hospitals literally have to turn away patients and cancel surgeries. Total damages estimated at 1 billion in human lives. The author, Bureau 121. 2022. This is a classic. A senior engineer gets a job offer on LinkedIn from a fake company offering a massive salary. After a few rounds of interviews, they send him a PDF file with the official offer. He clicks it. Inside is a payload. Weeks later, Lazarus takes control of 5 out of the 9 validators on the Ronin blockchain breach. 625 million is gone, just because one guy opened a PDF. And of course, February 2025, Bybit, 1.5 billion, gone in a single click. The largest crypto heist in human history, bigger than what Saddam Hussein looted from the central bank of Iraq. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records. But the scheme was genius. They didn't attack Bybit directly. Lazarus spent months tracking a specific developer working for Safe, the protocol Bybit used for their cold wallets. Through a phishing attack, they compromised his laptop, got into the site backend, and swapped out exactly one line of code. It was designed to trigger only when a specific Bybit executive logged in to sign a transaction. On his screen, the address was correct, the amount was correct, but under the hood, the signature handed over full control of the wallet. 2 minutes later, the wallet was drained. The script deleted itself, wiping all traces. Now, there is a main takeaway. Here is why I'm telling you all of this. Most people look at these events as isolated news stories. Bybit today, Drift tomorrow, someone else on Wednesday, but it's not just news, it's a system, it's a conveyor belt. North Korea is the only one country on the planet that has officially, at the state level, made crypto theft their primary economic strategy. Sanctions probably completely cut them off. They can't sell oil, they can't sell coal, they can't export weapons, the banking system is locked, there is zero tourism and basically zero exports. But crypto is perfect. It can be reversed, it's borderless and permissionless. The public nature of the blockchain doesn't stop them, it actually helps them. Lazarus steals right out in the open on public addresses, and nobody can do a damn thing about it. The FBI puts them on the most wanted list, but they don't care because they are located in Pyongyang. Extradition is impossible. Memorize this number. Since 2017, they have stolen $6.8 billion. That is a third of their country's foreign revenue. That is half of their nuclear program. Every time Kim Jong-un fires a test missile into the Pacific Ocean, it's being paid for with someone's Ethereum. And honestly, it might be yours. That is the reality. Alright, so what do you actually do about this? How do you protect yourself? Number 1. Never ever blind sign a transaction. If your hardware wallet, like your ledger, shows you a warning or a string of data you don't understand and asks you to just trust it, hit cancel. Always. Read exactly what permissions you are signing over. 2. Social engineering is the #1 attack vector in 2026. Lazarus has stopped trying to brute force code. They are brute forcing human trust. Any random job offer in your DMs, any investment pitch you're not asked for, any partnership integration request, treat it as a massive red flag. Especially if you are a developer or if you've got tens of thousands just sitting there in your wallet. Number 3. Do not keep all your eggs in the one basket. If your entire crypto is sitting on a single exchange, you are exactly one sysadmin's mistake away from losing everything. Split your bags. Spread your funds across different wallets, platforms, and exchanges. Guys, it's not paranoia, it's survival. And one last thing before we go. 11-year-old kid we talked about at the start of the video, he's currently solving an algorithm. His mom is making dinner in a one-bedroom apartment in the center of the capital. An apartment his dad got simply because his son one of the best of math in their district. In 15 years, that kid is going to become an officer in Bureau 121. In 16 years, he's been sitting behind a laptop in a hotel room in Shenyang. In 17 years, his commander will hand him a link to the hottest new DeFi protocol. And in 18 years, he will steal $1 billion. That could be your money. That is the most terrifying part of this entire story. It's not about the billions they have already stolen. It's the fact that the factory never stops running. It's operating right now. And if you guys found this video valuable, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what you think about this whole situation. Have you or anyone you know ever lost crypto to a hack or a phishing scam? And don't forget to join my X. I'm posting my raw, real-time thoughts on the crypto market and global events every single day. There is a ton of alpha in there. Link is in the description. Peace.